Hey folks, have you checked your pocket change lately? Because if you've got a 2009 Lincoln penny, you could be sitting on a small fortune. And I'm not talking about a couple of bucks. I'm talking about a rare penny that is sold for nearly $1 million. That's right, a single cent turning someone into a millionaire. Sounds crazy. Well, stick around because I'm going to break down exactly which 2009 Lincoln pennies are worth big money, why they're valuable, and how you can spot one in your own collection. You don't want to miss this because you could be holding on to a life-changing coin right now. In 2009, the U.S. Mint released 4 special Lincoln cents to honor the 200th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth and early childhood in Kentucky. Shows Lincoln's log cabin home. Formative years in Indiana. Shows young Abe reading a book while taking a break from rail splitting. Shows Lincoln standing in front of the Illinois State Capitol. Presidency in Washington, D.C. Shows the half-finished U.S. Capitol dome, symbolizing the Civil War period. Now, while these pennies were made in massive numbers, some of them contain rare errors and special varieties that send their value through the roof. That's what we're here to uncover. What makes it so valuable? The biggest reason a 2009 Lincoln penny could be worth up to $1 million comes down to 2 main things. Extremely rare mint errors, special high-grade conditions. Let's talk about the most valuable ones that collectors are paying a fortune for. One of the most famous and valuable errors is the double die obverse, meaning the design was accidentally stamped twice, causing visible doubling in Lincoln's face, hands, or the inscriptions. Some of these pennies in perfect condition have sold for over $50,000. If you find one with a major doubling error in high grade, you're looking at a potential 6-figure coin. The U.S. Mint produced special satin-finished 2009 Lincoln cents for collectors. These were never meant to circulate, but some escaped into circulation by accident. If you find one of these with a mint error, you could be looking at a penny worth $100,000 or more. The rarest ones are graded MS69 or MS70, which means they are in near-perfect condition. The $1 million penny. This is the holy grail of 2009 Lincoln pennies. The rare copper planchet error. Some 2009 pennies were mistakenly struck on pre-1982 copper planchets instead of the normal zinc composition. These weigh 3.11 grams instead of 2.5 grams. Only a handful have been discovered, and the highest graded ones sold for nearly $1 million. This is why you should always weigh your pennies, because if you've got a 2009 penny that's heavier than normal, it might just be worth a fortune. Now, here's what you need to do right now to see if you have a valuable 2009 penny. These pennies were made at the Philadelphia, No Mint Mark, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S mints. Errors can be found in all of them. Look closely at the letters and Lincoln's features. Use a magnifying glass or a coin microscope. A normal 2009 penny should weigh 2.5 grams. If yours weighs 3.11 grams, it could be a rare copper planchet error. If it has a special satin finish but no mint mark, it could be one of the rarest accidental releases. Check coin grading websites. PCGS and NGC have databases of valuable error coins. Compare your penny to known valuable examples. Don't miss this opportunity. The 2009 Lincoln pennies are some of the most exciting modern coins to collect. With error coins worth hundreds of thousands, even $1 million, it's absolutely worth taking a few minutes to check your change.so. Go grab your old penny jars, your pocket change, and even your couch cushions. You never know where one of these rare pennies might be hiding. If you found this information helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video with your fellow coin collectors. And if you've got a 2009 penny you think might be valuable, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear about your finds. Hey there, fellow coin collectors and treasure hunters. Imagine this, you're digging through your pocket change, and suddenly, you find an old 1976 D Lincoln penny. Feels like just another common coin, right? But what if I told you that one of these pennies sold for a jaw-dropping $1.1 million? That's right. A simple 1-cent coin that could change your life overnight. Today, we're diving deep into the 1976 Lincoln penny. What makes it special? How can you tell if you have one of these rare gems? And most importantly, how much is your penny really worth? Stick around because you won't want to miss a single detail. This might be the most valuable video you'll ever watch. This penny was minted in Denver, which is what the D Mint mark stands for. 1976 was a big year in American history. It was the bicentennial, celebrating 200 years of the United States. But while everyone was focused on the special bicentennial quarters and half dollars, something unusual happened with the pennies. Most of these were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, but some rare errors and unusual variations have turned an ordinary penny into a fortune. Here's where things get exciting. The reason this particular penny sold for over $1 million is because of a rare minting error. And let me tell you, not all 1976 D pennies are worth a fortune. Only the rare error coins hold that massive value. The double die obverse (DDO) error. A double die error happens when the coin is struck twice, causing a noticeable doubling effect on the design. On a 1976 D penny, the doubling is often seen on Lincoln's eye, nose, and the lettering on the front of the coin. If you spot this, congratulations, you might be holding onto a jackpot. Sometimes, the coin blank shifts during striking, leaving part of the design missing or pushed to one side. A 1976 D penny with an extreme off-center strike, 50% or more, and a clear date/mint mark can be worth thousands. Now, this is the holy grail of errors. Some 1976 D pennies were accidentally struck on silver planchets meant for dimes or bicentennial quarters. These pennies look slightly different. They have a silver sheen and weigh less than a normal penny. If you suspect your penny might be on the wrong metal, get it weighed. A professional grading service can confirm if you've got one of these $1 million rarities. Even if you don't have the $1 million coin, don't get discouraged. A flawless, shiny penny with nowhere can sell for $50 to $500. Depending on severity, these can bring in $1,000 to $10,000. Expect anywhere from $500 to $5,000 copper-toned or wood grain pattern pennies. Some collectors love these unique toning effects, paying $50 to $200. Now, I know what you're thinking. Where can you sell these coins for top dollar? Where to sell your 1976 D Lincoln penny if you think you have a valuable penny? Here's what to do next. Organizations like PCGS or NGC can officially grade and authenticate your coin, which increases its value. Major auction sites like Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers, and Great Collections have sold rare pennies for massive sums. If you have a lower value rare penny, listing it on eBay with clear photos can attract serious buyers. Sometimes, the best deals are right in your hometown. Coin dealers can evaluate your penny and offer competitive prices. The incredible story of the 1976 D Lincoln penny that sold for $1.1 million. Could you have one sitting in your piggy bank right now? There's only one way to find out. Start checking your pennies today. Before you go, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss my next video on hidden coin treasures. Drop a comment below. Have you ever found a valuable penny? Let's talk about it. Hey there, fellow coin collectors and treasure hunters. Imagine finding a penny in your pocket that's worth $1.2 million. Sounds crazy, right? Well, it's not a myth. There's a rare 1991 no-mint mark Lincoln penny out there, and it could make you a millionaire overnight. In this video, I'll break down exactly what makes this penny so valuable, how to spot one in your collection, and what kind of prices collectors are paying for similar rare finds. So grab your change jar, and let's dive into the exciting world of coin hunting. Let's start with the basics. Most 1991 pennies were minted at either Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver D, or San Francisco, S for proofs. But what makes a 1991 no mint mark penny special enough to be worth over $1 million? The answer lies in a minting error, but not just any error. We're talking about a rare die variety or striking mistake that makes this coin ultra valuable. Some experts believe this specific penny is a mint anomaly, meaning it wasn't supposed to exist at all. But not just any no mint mark. A regular 1991 penny from the Philadelphia Mint doesn't have a mint mark. But the rare $1 million version shows clear signs of a proof coin struck without a mint mark. This is where it gets interesting. This rare penny has a sharp, well-struck design with a brilliant proof-like surface. Regular pennies look dull and worn from circulation, but this one has a crisp, mirror-like shine. Look at Lincoln's bust. The details on a proof strike are sharper, and the lettering is crisp and bold. If your 1991 penny has these qualities, you might be looking at a serious jackpot. A normal 1991 penny should weigh 2.5 grams and be made of zinc with a copper coating. But error coins can sometimes be struck on the wrong planchet, making them weigh slightly more or less. If you have a digital scale, it's worth checking. So, where does the $1.2 million price tag come from? A few years ago, a rare 1991 no mint mark penny with these exact proof-like characteristics was discovered and later sold at auction for a jaw-dropping $1.2 million. This wasn't just any penny. It was a one-of-a-kind error that slipped through the mint's quality control. Coin collectors and auction houses went crazy over this piece, and serious numismatists were willing to pay top dollar to own it. The fact that it was the only known example of its kind drove the price through the roof. If you think you have a 1991 penny that matches these characteristics, here's what to do. Check it under a magnifying glass or loupe. Look for those deep, mirror-like surfaces and sharp details. Weigh it on a digital scale. Any weight variation could be a clue to a rare error. A service like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company, can authenticate your penny and tell you its true value. Consult a coin expert or auction house. If your coin checks all the right boxes, you may want to reach out to a top auction house like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. They specialize in selling rare coins to high-end collectors. Other 1991 penny errors worth money even if you don't have the exact $1 million penny. Other rare 1991 penny errors can still be worth good money. Keep an eye out for. Some 1991 pennies were struck off-center, making them valuable to collectors. Look for doubled lettering on Liberty or In God We Trust. Some 1991 pennies were accidentally struck on foreign coin blanks or even older bronze planchets, making them worth thousands. Why you should check your change. Most people don't give pennies a second thought, but history has proven that rare coins can show up anywhere, in your pocket, at the grocery store, or even in your old piggy bank. Just last year, a collector found a valuable error penny in a Coinstar machine at a supermarket. You could be sitting on a small fortune without even knowing it. The key is to always check your coins before spending them. That little piece of copper in your pocket could be your retirement plan in disguise. So, do you have a 1991 no mint marked Lincoln penny worth $1.2 million? It's time to find out. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more coin hunting tips and valuable discoveries. And don't forget to share this with a friend. You never know, they might have the $1 million penny sitting in their loose change. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting. Who knows, you might be the next lucky collector to strike gold with a simple penny. We're diving into a coin that could change your life. A simple 1977 Lincoln penny with an no mint mark that's now worth a jaw-dropping $1.30 million. That's right, folks. A penny you might have in your pocket change or old coin jar could be worth a fortune. So grab a cup of coffee, sit back, and let's talk about how to spot one, what makes it so valuable, and why collectors are going absolutely crazy over this rare beauty. Now, most of us walk past pennies without giving them a second thought. But did you know that in 1977, the U.S. Mint accidentally created one of the most valuable error coins in history? Back then, the Philadelphia Mint produced pennies without a mint mark, which wasn't unusual. But here's the kicker. Some of these pennies were struck on experimental planchets, using different metal compositions that weren't meant for circulation. These unique pennies somehow slipped through quality control and ended up in the hands of the public. Now, you might be thinking, okay, so it's a 1977 penny without a mint mark. What's the big deal? Well, my friend, the big deal is that this particular penny is unlike any other. The rarest 1977 no-mint mark pennies were struck on pure copper planchets, while regular 1977 pennies are 95% copper and 5% zinc. A normal 1977 penny weighs 3.11 grams, but the rare one can be slightly lighter or heavier due to the experimental composition. Because of the unique metal mixture, some of these pennies have a brighter, shinier, almost golden tone compared to standard copper cents. Sharp strike and uncirculated condition. The $1.3 million penny found was in near-perfect condition, graded as MS67 Plus by PCGS, which is extremely rare for a coin that's been in circulation. How do you check if you have one of these million-dollar pennies? Look for a 1977 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. This means it was struck in Philadelphia. If you have a coin scale, check if it's slightly off from the standard 3.11 grams. If it looks shinier or different from a regular copper penny, you might be onto something. Take it to a professional grader. If you think you have a special one, send it to PCGS or NGC for verification. Now, let's talk money. Over the past few years, high-grade 1977 pennies have been fetching thousands at auctions, but the Holy Grail sold for $1.3 million at a private sale. Even if you don't have the million-dollar version, other high-grade 1977 pennies have sold for $5,000 for well-preserved examples, with errors. Even a circulated one with small errors can be worth hundreds. Imagine finding a simple penny in your pocket that turns out to be worth a brand new house or a luxury car. It sounds like a dream, but these finds happen more often than you think. I remember one of my viewers telling me they almost spent a rare penny at a gas station before checking their change. Turns out, it was a high-value error coin worth over $15,000. So before you toss your spare change into a jar or spend it on coffee, take a second look. You never know what kind of hidden treasure might be sitting right under your nose. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins that could make you rich, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. And hey, if you've ever found a rare penny or think you might have one, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your stories. We're diving deep into the world of the 1968 Lincoln penny, a coin that, at first glance, might seem ordinary but holds a fascinating story for collectors and history buffs alike. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just starting your coin collecting journey, this episode will shed light on the nuances that make certain 1968 pennies stand out, and why some have fetched impressive sums at auctions. In 1968, the United States Mint produced over 2.8 billion Lincoln pennies at the Denver facility, denoted by the D Mint mark. These coins were part of the ongoing Lincoln Memorial Series, which began in 1959, replacing the earlier wheat-ear reverse design. Composed primarily of 95% copper and 5% zinc, each penny weighs about 3.11 grams. While the vast majority of these pennies are common, certain factors can elevate their value. The state of preservation plays a crucial role. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with higher numbers indicating better conditions. For instance, A 1968D penny in average circulated condition might be worth its face value, but those in mint state (MS) conditions, especially MS67 or higher, can be significantly more valuable. Color designation. Copper coins like the 1968D penny can tone over time, affecting their color designation. Displays 95% or more of its original red luster. Shows a mix of red luster and brown toning. Fully toned to a brown color. Red designated coins are often more sought after by collectors and can command higher prices. Unique characteristics arising from the minting process can make a coin rare. For example, a 1968D penny with a double die obverse (DDO) error, where the design elements appear doubled, is considered rare and valuable. These are pennies that have been used in everyday transactions. Typically, a circulated 1968D penny holds minimal value beyond its face or melt value, which is approximately 2.3 cents due to its copper content. Coins that have never entered circulation and remain in pristine condition are more valuable. For instance, a 1968D penny graded MS67RD by the Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS) fetched $2,300 at an auction in 2008. Coins with minting errors are particularly prized. A 1968D penny exhibiting a double die obverse error is listed on eBay for $1,500, highlighting the premium collectors are willing to pay for such anomalies. There's been buzz about a 1968D Lincoln penny valued at $1.4 million. However, upon thorough research, there's no credible record of any 1968D penny achieving such a staggering price. It's essential to approach such claims with skepticism and rely on verified auction results and expert appraisals. To provide context on high-value pennies, consider the 1943 bronze Lincoln penny. During World War II, most pennies were minted using zinc-coated steel to conserve copper. However, a few bronze planchets from 1942 were mistakenly used in 1943, resulting in extremely rare coins. One such penny sold for $1 million, underscoring how minting errors can exponentially increase a coin's value. If you're intrigued by the potential value of your coins, here are some steps to guide you. Familiarize yourself with coin grading standards and the specific attributes that enhance a coin's value. Use tools like magnifying glasses to detect errors or unique features. Look for signs of doubling, off-center strikes, or other anomalies. Engage with local coin dealers or numismatic societies for professional evaluations. They can provide insights into your coin's condition and potential value. Regularly monitor auction results and market trends to understand which coins are in demand. The 1968D Lincoln penny serves as a testament to the rich tapestry of numismatics, where history, artistry, and chance converge. While most of these pennies might be common, those in exceptional condition or bearing unique errors can be valuable additions to any collection. Remember, the true worth of a coin isn't just in its market value but also in the stories it tells and the joy it brings to its collector. Thank you for joining us on this numismatic journey. If you have any 1968D pennies or other coins you'd like to know more about, feel free to share in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more coin collecting insights. Imagine finding a single penny in your pocket that could be worth $1.5 million. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, for one lucky coin collector, that dream became reality with a 1971 no-mint marked Lincoln penny. And the crazy part? You might have one sitting in your coin jar right now. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of this ultra-rare penny. We'll uncover why it's worth a fortune, how to spot one, and what to do if you think you've got one. So grab your magnifying glass, and let's go treasure hunting. A few years ago, a man in his 60s, just your regular guy who liked collecting coins as a hobby, came across a 1971 penny that looked different. He had no idea what he had at first. It was just another old penny and a coffee can full of spare change. But something told him to take a closer look. He took it to a local coin shop, and when they saw it, their jaws dropped. That little copper coin was no ordinary penny. It was one of the rarest in existence. And after authentication, it went up for auction, fetching a jaw-dropping $1.50 million. Now, let's break down exactly why this penny is so valuable and how you can identify one. Most 1971 pennies were struck at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. Normally, Philadelphia pennies from that era don't have a mint mark. So why is this one special? The answer lies in a rare minting error and a mix-up with the coin dies. Some 1971 pennies, particularly the ones without a mint mark, were struck with a doubled image. This means you'll see clear doubling in Liberty, in God we trust. And the date, 1971. If you notice bold, distinct doubling, you could be looking at something extremely rare. The most valuable 1971 pennies are those in pristine condition, graded MS67 or higher. These are nearly flawless, with a strong, crisp strike and minimal marks. The higher the grade, the higher the value. Some 1971 pennies were accidentally struck on a brass or silver planchet instead of the standard copper one. These error coins are incredibly scarce and highly sought after by collectors. Now, let's talk numbers. A typical 1971 penny in circulated condition. Only worth face value. 1 cent. A well-preserved double die obverse DDO variety, anywhere from $100 to $3,000. $5,000 to $12,000. And a true one-of-a-kind error penny, like the $1.5 million specimen? That's the jackpot. The big money comes when a serious collector or auction house gets involved. Rare, well-preserved error pennies are like fine art, worth whatever someone is willing to pay. And in this case, that someone paid over $1 million. All right, so now you're wondering, do I have a valuable 1971 penny? Look for the doubling effect. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to inspect. Liberty, in God we trust. And the date. If you see bold doubling, you might be onto something. Check the color and metal. If your 1971 penny looks brighter, heavier, or has a different color than a regular penny, it could be a wrong planchet error. Weigh it. If it's not the usual 3.11 grams, it's worth investigating. Condition matters. The better shape your penny is in, the more it's worth. Coins with sharp details and minimal wear get the highest prices. Get it authenticated. If you think you have a rare variety, don't try to sell it blindly. Take it to a professional coin grading service like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. They'll verify it and give it an official grade. So, let's say you check your old pennies, and BM, you think you have a rare 1971 no mint mark Lincoln penny. What's next? Don't clean it. Seriously, cleaning a coin can lower its value. Just keep it safe in a coin holder. Get a second opinion. Take it to a local coin shop or a professional grading service to confirm what you've got. Auction it or sell to a collector. If it's the real deal, auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers could help you get top dollar. Closing thoughts and call to action. The next time you get change back from the store, don't just toss those pennies aside. A single 1971 Lincoln penny turned into a millionaire's dream. Yours could be next. So, go check your old jars, piggy banks, and pocket change. You might be sitting on a fortune. And if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more rare coin discoveries, and let me know in the comments if you've ever found a valuable coin. Imagine finding a penny in your pocket that could make you a millionaire. Sounds crazy, right? But that's exactly what happened with a rare 1964 Lincoln penny worth a jaw-dropping $1.6 million. Now, I know what you're thinking. How in the world can a simple penny be worth that much? Well, my friend, grab your coffee, sit back, and let's dive into this incredible story. Now, let me tell you a quick story. A buddy of mine, let's call him Jim, has been collecting coins for years. He's always on the hunt for rare finds, going through rolls of pennies like a detective. One day, he called me up, sounding more excited than a kid on Christmas morning. "You won't believe this," he said. "I think I found something big." Turns out, he had stumbled upon a rare 1964 penny, and he was about to change his life forever. So, what made this particular penny worth a fortune? And more importantly, could you have one hiding in your collection? Let's break it down. Before we talk about why this penny is so valuable, let's go back to 1964. The Lincoln penny had been in circulation since 1909, featuring Honest Abe on the front. But in '64, the Denver Mint struck billions of these coins. So why is one of them worth over $1 million? Here's where things get interesting. That year, the U.S. Mint was in a rush. They were dealing with a coin shortage, and in all the chaos, a handful of error coins were produced, some with special characteristics that make them insanely rare today. What exactly makes the 1964 penny worth a life-changing fortune? Most 1964 pennies were made of 95% copper, but a few were struck on the wrong planchet, possibly a leftover from a silver coin or an experimental alloy. These error coins are extremely rare. If you have one, you're sitting on a gold mine. Ever seen a coin where the letters or numbers look doubled? That's called a double die error, and collectors go crazy for them. Some 1964 pennies have this error, especially on the date and the word Liberty. If yours does, congratulations, it just got a whole lot more valuable. Coin collectors categorize pennies into 3 color grades: brown, red-brown, and full red. A 1964 penny with a bright, original red luster can be worth thousands, but if it also has one of the errors I mentioned, that's where the $1 million magic happens. Proof strikes and Special Mint Set (SMS) variants. A small batch of Special Mint Set (SMS) 1964 pennies were struck with sharper details and a satin-like finish. These were never meant for circulation, and only a handful are known to exist. If you've got one of these, you're looking at serious money. Let's talk numbers. You want to know how much these 1964 pennies are going for, right? A regular 1964 penny in circulated condition? Worth about 1 to 10 cents. Sorry, no jackpot there. A red uncirculated 1964 penny can fetch $50 to $500. A double die error penny? Worth anywhere from $1,000 to $10,000 depending on condition. A Special Mint Set (SMS) 1964 penny? Easily worth $50,000 to $200,000 at auction. The experimental or error-struck 1964 penny. One sold for a staggering $1.60 million. Now, before you start tearing apart your couch cushions looking for change, let me tell you how to check if you've got a valuable one. It should have a small D below the date. If it does, you're in the game. Grab a magnifying glass and look closely at the date and lettering. If you see doubling, you might have a winner. A bright, original red penny is worth more than a dull brown one. A regular 1964 penny weighs 3.11 grams, but if yours is lighter or heavier, you could have a rare planchet error. The best way to know for sure is to send your coin to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. If you think you've got a rare 1964 penny, cleaning a coin can destroy its value. Instead, put it in a protective holder and get it authenticated by a grading service. Then, you can either sell it at auction or hold onto it as an investment. Alright, my friends, now it's your turn. Go check your pennies. You never know, you might be sitting on a small fortune. And if you find something interesting, let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins hiding in plain sight, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss my next video.